Early life and football beginnings. Vladyslav Vashchuk was born on January 18, 1978, in the Ukrainian city of Kyiv, which would later serve as the backdrop for much of his football career. Growing up in a city with a rich footballing history, Vashchuk was naturally drawn to the sport from a young age. Kyiv, home to the legendary Dynamo Kyiv, offered the ideal environment for young talents to emerge, and Vashchuk was no exception. From an early age, he exhibited a natural talent for football, quickly standing out among his peers. Vashchuk's youth career began at the prestigious Dynamo Kyiv Youth Academy, a club known for producing some of the best players in Ukrainian football history. His technical ability, physicality, and composure on the ball made him an immediate prospect for the future of Ukrainian football. At Dynamo Kyiv's academy, Vashchuk developed the fundamentals that would define his playing style throughout his career. As a central defender, his primary focus was on reading the game, positioning himself effectively, and using his physical attributes to deal with opposing attackers. With his determination and ability to adapt, Vashchuk was on the path to becoming one of the most accomplished defenders in Ukraine. Rise to prominence at Dynamo Kyiv. Vashchuk's professional career began in 1996 when he made his debut for Dynamo Kyiv's first team. The club, one of the most successful in Ukrainian football history, was a natural environment for the talented young defender to flourish. Dynamo Kyiv was a powerhouse in Ukrainian football and regularly competed in European competitions, offering Vashchuk a platform to showcase his talents on a much larger stage. Vashchuk quickly adapted to the rigors of top-level football, impressing with his mature defensive performances and tactical awareness. His ability to anticipate the movements of opposing forwards, combined with his physical presence and aerial dominance, made him a formidable center back. It didn't take long for him to become a regular starter in the first team. His defensive contributions were key to Dynamo's success during the late 1990s and early 2000s. During this period, Dynamo Kyiv dominated the Ukrainian Premier League, and Vashchuk was a central figure in their defensive unit. The team won numerous league titles and Ukrainian Cups, and Vashchuk played a key role in helping the club maintain its position as the top club in Ukraine. His performances in domestic competitions also earned him recognition across Europe, where Dynamo Kyiv often faced some of the continent's biggest clubs in UEFA competitions. Success in European competitions. Vladyslav Vashchuk's role at Dynamo Kyiv was not confined to domestic football. His performances in the UEFA Champions League and UEFA Cup provided the defender with valuable experience against some of the best teams in Europe. His first taste of European success came in the 1998-1999 UEFA Champions League, when Dynamo Kyiv reached the quarter-finals. Although the team was eliminated by Bayern Munich, Vashchuk's displays against the top-tier clubs of Europe showcased his ability to compete at the highest level. Vashchuk's experience in European competitions further honed his defensive skills. He became adept at handling a wide variety of attacking threats, from pacey wingers to powerful center forwards. His leadership at the back also grew, as he began to take on a more commanding role in defense. His ability to stay calm under pressure and his reading of the game made him an invaluable asset for Dynamo Kyiv, particularly in the knockout stages of European tournaments. Throughout the 2000s, Dynamo Kyiv continued to compete in Europe's premier competitions, with Vashchuk playing an integral part in the team's success. In the 2003-2004 UEFA Champions League, Dynamo Kyiv made it to the group stages, with Vashchuk providing solid defensive performances against European giants such as Juventus and Real Madrid. His ability to handle high-pressure situations and top-level competition only increased his reputation. International career with Ukraine. Vladyslav Vashchuk's club success was matched by his achievements with the Ukrainian national team. He made his international debut in 1998 and quickly became a mainstay in the national team's defense. Known for his leadership qualities, Vashchuk played a key role in the defensive unit, often partnering with other talented Ukrainian defenders to create one of the most solid backlines in the country's footballing history. Vashchuk's most memorable achievement with the national team came in 2006 when Ukraine reached the quarter-finals of the FIFA World Cup in Germany. The 2006 World Cup was a historic tournament for Ukraine, as it marked their first-ever appearance in the competition. Vashchuk was a pivotal figure in the national team's defense, playing a critical role in their strong defensive performances that helped Ukraine advance to the knockout stages. His leadership on the field was evident, and his calmness under pressure was crucial as Ukraine faced teams like Spain and Switzerland. Although Ukraine was eliminated in the quarter-finals by Italy in a heartbreaking match, Vashchuk's contributions to the tournament were widely praised. His performances solidified his status as one of the country's best-ever defenders. The 2006 World Cup remains a standout moment in his international career, as he was an essential part of a team that made history for Ukrainian football. Throughout his time with the national team, Vashchuk earned over 70 caps and represented Ukraine in several UEFA European Championship qualifiers, World Cup qualifiers, and friendly matches. He was known for his consistency and his ability to step up in critical moments, making him one of Ukraine's most respected and reliable defenders. His international career spanned more than a decade, during which he played against some of the world's best forwards. Later years at Dynamo Kyiv and beyond, Vashchuk continued to play for Dynamo Kyiv throughout the early 2010s. However, as the years went on, injuries and the physical demands of top-level football began to take a toll. Despite this, Vashchuk remained a solid presence in the team, contributing to Dynamo Kyiv's continued dominance in Ukrainian football. His wealth of experience and leadership qualities were invaluable assets to the team, especially as younger players began to come through the ranks. In 2014, after nearly 2 decades of service at Dynamo Kyiv, Vashchuk made the decision to retire from professional football. At the time of his retirement, he had firmly established himself as one of the greatest defenders in Ukrainian football history. With multiple league titles, cup victories, and European appearances to his name. Legacy and post-retirement. Vladyslav Vashchuk's legacy in Ukrainian football is undeniable. He was a stalwart in defense for both his club and country, and his leadership qualities were integral to the success of his teams. With his no-nonsense style of defending, ability to read the game, and commanding presence on the field, Vashchuk became one of the most respected defenders in Ukraine's football history. After his retirement, Vashchuk remained involved in the footballing world, taking on various roles in coaching and football administration. His deep understanding of the game, combined with his experience at the highest level, made him a valuable mentor for younger players and a respected figure in the footballing community. Vashchuk has also become involved in charity work, using his profile to help promote the development of football in Ukraine and assist those in need. Vladyslav Vashchuk's influence on Ukrainian football continues to be felt, as his legacy as a rock-solid defender and leader endures. His career, both at Dynamo Kyiv and with the Ukrainian national team, serves as a model for aspiring footballers, showcasing the importance of determination, discipline, and hard work in achieving success at the highest levels of the game.